Let's talk about AI tools that will actually make your filmmaking easier in 2025, because I feel like every week there's a new AI tool or website created that has the potential to change the way that we as filmmakers and video editors work forever. And I've even made videos about a number of these tools, like Adobe's Enhanced Speech Effect, or how DaVinci Resolve 20 now has the capability of allowing you to clone any voice. It's wild stuff. And that's what really interests me about AI. I don't want tools that are going to take our jobs as creators. I want tools that are going to enhance them, make them easier, enable us to do things before we never thought were possible. And in this video, sponsored by Artlist, I want to show you some of their AI tools that I've personally been using to enhance my videos and make many aspects of filmmaking easier, from ideation throughout the editing process. Also, if you want to learn more of my best video editing tips, I want you to know I have a quick guide that I've put together called Edit Videos Like a Pro. And this guide has the potential to help you dramatically speed up your video editing. And it's also completely free and linked down in the video description for you to download. Anyways, we're going to start with one of the most powerful AI tools that Artlist has, in my opinion. And what makes this interesting is that I do not see many people talking about this at all, which is kind of mind-blowing. This tool is the Artlist Artboard. An artboard is a way for you as a filmmaker to come up with ideas and concepts to help shape the video that you want to create, that you can then show to your clients to help get them on board with the overall concept and goal for the video. Or, to put things another way, whenever you're dealing with clients, it could be really difficult to communicate an idea to them just using words on a page. If you were telling them, hey, I want to create a video where you're using a product out in nature, it can be really hard for the client to visualize what that looks like. And if they can't visualize it, the odds are they're not going to want to spend money on the project. But if you have an artboard of ideas showing them concepts for how the video is going to look, how it's going to play out, etc., suddenly the odds are that they're going to be far more on board with the video that you are creating. Now, in the past, an artboard would be created manually by you. You'd have to watch different movies and pull screenshots to match the aesthetic of a video. You could also pull from art that had a certain mood that you wanted to evoke, colors, textures, music, all these things working together to create a clear visual idea of what you were wanting to create that you could communicate to your client, and resulting in them wanting to book you. But what is the con of creating an artboard? Where a lot of filmmakers fall short in this area is that we're really busy. We're filming videos, editing videos. Especially if you're a solo creator or you have a very small team, you're not going to be able to devote a lot of time to creating an artboard and having a strong vision for your client, meaning that there's a chance that you're missing out on bookings. That's why we're talking about Artlist, though, and their artboard tool. What if instead of you having to do all of the searching to create an artboard, browsing across the internet for media, music, and visuals to create a vision for your client, what if instead you could have AI do it for you, and you could have it do it for you in a few minutes? Is that intriguing? Remember, we're talking about tools here that are not going to steal your job, but help you save time so that you can do your job even better. Here's how it works. All you have to do is go to Artlist, and over here on the left, you're going to see this Artboards tool. So you're going to select that, and it's going to bring up artboards that you've created, and you're going to want to click on Create a New Artboard and type the concept of your video. In this case, let's say we're making a commercial about a company that makes backpacks for hiking in the mountains. So I've typed into the prompt that these backpacks are rugged and well built. This commercial is going to show a man in a foggy mountain wilderness hiking with a backpack, while an old man's voiceover will talk about the backpack and its strengths and capabilities to enable you to travel further into the wilderness. Sounds like a pretty cool commercial, right? Well, hopefully we can pitch this to the client and they will be on board. So let's click Get Suggestions to create our artboard. An Artlist AI will automatically look through their catalog of music, stock video, and sound effects and create suggestions of media that will work well for your project. You can then watch through these selections and add them to your timeline. So if that sounds good, great. Click Add It to the Artboard. Here's some footage of people hiking in the mountains. That's really the concept that I'm going for. So let's add that and that. It suggested backpack videos, so we can add those too to show the backpack, showing different angles and concepts for how we would film that. There's also sound effects, so if we need the sound of the forest, we can add those as well. Up here at the top, all of our music and video clips and sound effects are saved for us, and then to take things to the next level and really dial in the exact concept of the image you want, you can go over here to Artlist AI Image image and video generator, type a description of the image you want to create. In this case here, let's say that we're looking for a man hikes through the foggy mountain pine forest with a large backpack, sunlight filters through the trees and fog. But maybe that could use a little bit of work. So we can go over here and click enhance, and AI will enhance the prompt. Click generate, and in a few seconds, Artlist will generate the image that you want. This looks really cool and really matches the vibe that I'm going for. So I'm going to go over here and click the 3 dots, select add to artboard, and add it to our hiking artboard. What's cool too is that Artlist recently added the ability for you to write prompts in your preferred language now, and AI will generate them as well, so you don't have to just use English like I am. Of course though, a video is better than a photo for a concept, so let's now animate this image by going over here and clicking animate, and that's going to bring up the image to video generator. We can choose a length and a resolution. We'll keep this at 720p, and let's click animate. And check this out, adds a little bit of motion. I think this looks really good as a concept for a shot. We can then click the menu again, select our artboard, and then if we go back over here to our artboard, you're going to see that not only is our music and stock footage here, but also the AI images and videos that we generated as well. This is a great way to build out your artboard and really dial in your concept to show your client exactly what you'll create for them. Next, if we're still talking about conceptualization of videos and how you can communicate your ideas to your clients better so they will be on board with spending money with you, we have to talk about Artlist's new AI voiceover tool as well. The way this works is that Artlist says they went out and hired voiceover artists to record a ton of sounds of them speaking with different inflections and intensities, and then use those voices to create AI voice models that you can then use as an Artlist subscriber to generate voiceovers for your videos. And where I think this is going to be really appealing to you as a video creator is if we're going back to that talk we just had about how the clearer you can communicate to your client an idea, the more likely that they're going to want to pay you to create a video for them. I want you to imagine that you're pitching a video to a client that's going to have a voice of some sort. Maybe it's a company that makes hiking backpacks, and your pitch is that the video should have a man walking in the foggy forest, like, hey, we just generated those images earlier, right? While a voiceover from a grizzled old man talks about how important it is to have the right gear to survive out in the wilderness. Well, it's at this point that you have two choices. You could either write out the text of what you want the voiceover to be and have your client read it, hoping that they identify with it and can imagine in their head what it will sound like. Or if you have an Artlist subscription, you can use their new AI voiceover tool and type in your script like I have just done right here. And then we need to select a voice. And remember, we're looking for grizzled old man, which, spoiler, I've already listened through all these. And the one that we want is this rural voice down here. So we're going to select that. Go back up here to the top. We're going to turn the speed down to 1.0x. We don't want it to be fast. We want it to be a slow read. Let's click generate, and check this out. In less than a minute, you have a very realistic and lifelike voiceover that you can show to your clients to give them a better idea of the concept that you were trying to pitch to them. Give it a listen.
Out here, the wilderness doesn't care who you are. The wind cuts, the rain falls, and the ground shows no mercy.
That's pretty good, right? So let's go over here, click our little menu again, add to artboard, yes. And just like that, if we go back over here to our artboard, suddenly we have our music, we have the stock footage that we liked, we have the AI images and videos, sound effects, and now the voiceover. So this is really pulling all of the concept together, because in a few minutes we have created an incredibly compelling collection of audio and visuals that you could use to hopefully book a client and then have them fund you going out, filming the real commercial, hiring a voice actor that has the same feeling. And because you save so much time creating the concept for this video, you have a lot more time to actually focus on the filming and editing, which is what you really enjoy doing in the first place if you are like me. Side note, Artlist keeps improving these tools too. Not only do they have a Premiere Pro plugin you can install, they'll let you create these AI voices directly inside the program. So if you already have some concept visuals, you can create a voiceover in Premiere Pro and immediately use it on your timeline to make sure it fits with the visuals that you're trying to create. In addition, Artlist also just released a tool called Voice to Voice, which enables you to take an existing voiceover, upload it to Artlist, and generate an AI voiceover that matches the tone, inflections, and pauses of the original voice. So let's say that you're working on your concept for a client and you have a voiceover concept that they like, but last minute they say, we like how this sounds, but we really want it to be a female voice instead of a male, for example. Well, instead of you needing to regenerate a voice and hoping that the tone matches, you could take the initial voiceover that you generated that was the male voice, upload that to this voice-to-voice tool, and then go over here to the voice catalog, choose female, scroll down, and let's select the gloom voice, which is going to match up with that rugged outdoor vibe that we're going for. Click generate, and in a few seconds, you're going to use this voice-to-voice feature to change the voice without changing the overall feel of the voiceover. This is some really time-saving stuff. Give it a listen.
Out here, the wilderness doesn't care who you are. The wind cuts, the rain falls, and the ground shows no mercy.
It's pretty good, right? Finally, let's say that we are further along in the editing process now. You filmed a video, we're now searching for the right song for it. Well, music is how Artlist got started. They were a music licensing company first, but now, with the addition of AI search tools that they've applied to their music catalog, it's now easier than ever for you to find music with them. In the past, if you wanted to find a specific song, you were limited to searching for things like genres or instruments, or digging through tons of refining filters to hopefully find what you were looking for. But now Artlist has AI search, so you can type the name of a band that you want similar songs to, or a movie that has a soundtrack that you like, or heck, if we're working on a commercial for a new backpack that we want to take out in the mountains, I'm gonna search for Lord of the Rings. And that's going to recommend songs that match that epic journey through the wilderness vibe that you can then add to your artboard. It's so cool, and this is the potential to save you a ton of time. Speaking of saving you time, by the way, they also have this new recommended songs for you feature at the top whenever you log in, where the more you license songs from them, the more they know what kind of music you like, so the AI will start to recommend songs that match the vibe that you usually use, which can make finding the right songs so much faster. Personally, for me, creating a lot of YouTube videos, I usually am wanting to use similar sounding music for my videos, so I can use this recommended songs feature to find new songs that match the vibe that I'm usually going for dramatically quicker. With that, I hope you've enjoyed this dive into AI-powered Artlist tools that can enhance your filmmaking and make it even easier. You can sign up for Artlist at my link in the video description, and when you use that link, you'll get 2 months free. Let me know which AI tool you like the best and any other AI tools that you're using in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ones. Remember, you can download my Edit Videos Like a Pro guide at the link in the video description for free, and I would love if you would consider liking this video and subscribing if you want to see more videos about filmmaking and video editing in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.